Let's go sort of back in time to where your public career probably started, I imagine, at Cambridge in the Footlights Drama Society. You were there alongside Stephen Fry and Hugh Laurie.
Yeah, what happened to them, eh?
Yeah, nobody's. But you started an all-women comedy review team. Why did you do that?
Well, so the Footlights is...
Here you are. Look at you, young
Sandi. Oh, my
Sandi.
goodness, look at us there.
That's you near the clock, is it?
That's me by the clock, and that's Emma Thompson down there, and the wonderful Jan Ravens, who's an amazing impressionist, and Hilary Duguid, who very sadly passed away. But the four of us were in the Footlights, and we were fed up in those days. If you were a woman in a sketch show, pretty much all you ever got to say was, "The doctor will see you now." And then a very funny man played a patient with a very funny man playing a doctor, and you stood watching them. And we just got a bit fed up with it, so we thought we'd write our own show. So we wrote a show called Woman's Hour, and not only was it a sellout show, we made money, which the boys had never done before.
You are now the host of QI,
I am.
which Stephen Fry did for so long, but it makes you the first ever female host of a mainstream panel show in the UK.
Isn't that crazy? Isn't that mad? It's
that
mad,
happened only in... Here you are. And we know and love you from your role in QI, but that only happened in 2016, which is not long ago. What does that say about representation or under-representation?
Well, I think it's ridiculous, and people always say to me, "Ooh, what was it like taking over from Stephen Fry?" Well, here's the thing, it's a secret I'll give you about QI. They tell you the answers beforehand if you're the host. And those cards, like cards you've got there, they're not as heavy as I was led to believe. I know. So, really, it doesn't take a boy's strength. The only thing was, the first 2 years I had Stephen's chair. They wouldn't give me my own chair, and my feet wouldn't touch the ground. So by the third year, I said, I'm not coming back till I get my own chair. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I have my own chair.
You put your foot down.
Yeah.
You've been public about the fact that you're paid less than Stephen for doing the same job. How much less?
I get 40% of what Stephen used to get.
40%?
Yeah.
And
so here's my choice, right? You can take the money and do the show, which I think is important to have a woman being in charge of a show that's about being clever, or I could let somebody else do it. And even I, who have fought all my life and I'm a feminist and so on, that's where I've got to.